Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in, Sacksmith. Thank you for claiming first mate. Welcome aboard. Alright, so today we're going to be picking up with our old game of Rogue Trader. The last time we played, we were just picking up our tech priest, and we were about to go give the governor a very stern talking to. Alright, so let's dive in. Good time zone to you too. Ooh, Sacksmith. How you doing today? Doing alright? I'm doing pretty good too. Just a little sleepy. But that's to be expected. Alright, so last time we picked up, we had just picked up our little tech priest friend here, of which I have been given some solid opinion of. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. But now I have to go find the governor.
Embrace true power.
And there's been a whole lot of madness going on here. Like a whole bunch of fighting.
Would you look at that?
Oh, look at what? Goods! Sans services, but still goods nonetheless.
Intriguing.
Actually, speaking of...
I
now
am
that
not
I have
afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover.
that I'm
That is
looking
the
at all this
difference
stuff that's
between
here.
me and ignorant filth.
Thank you, me. Oh my goodness. Oh, and... of course I can't possibly go through Rogue Trader not dressed for the occasion. The fool that I am. I'm gonna go and take a look at people's equipment, because there might be some use in switching some stuff up. But I'm not positive at the moment. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill is reduced by 5. Intriguing. That's pretty good. Honestly, I don't need these operator's gloves anymore. I've got a special little lad who's waltzing around with us now, who just does tech natively. Like it's his religion or some shit. So maybe you'll get some use out of that. Yeah, look at you, your tech use is absurd. Gloves of Endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves gets an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain +1 damage. Oh god, I hope I never have to use that. The grace of obliviousness. Oh hey! Look at that, Abelard! You're dumb enough to use that! I'm so proud of you. Or the wearer deals damage to an enemy. The wearer has a 25% chance of gaining 2 MP. You are the best fit for that, so you can have those boots. Don't thank me. Thank your lucky stats. Also, hello? A shock baton. Can you use this? Oh my god, can you use this? Oh, that's so fun. Hell yeah. You can hold on to that as long as you want. Holy shit, yeah. Also, a shotgun as a backup weapon is actually excellent for you in particular. As it turns out, it is better than your bolter. So, that's something to think about. It's like... it comes out even with your bolter, I should say. Imagine, the gun with explosive shells is still not as powerful as a thing that takes out birds. Oh, look at that axe. Oh, look at that axe. Oh, what that axe doing? Birds OP. I guess so. Need disproportionate force to take down a true sky thief. And your armor is a holy vestment, which is pretty aight. Also, it gives you extra logic. Yeah, you're gonna keep that. You're gonna keep that. Alright, so he's got a las gun, which I don't think is his best weapon that he could have. Ideally, it'd be something like this well-maintained stub revolver. You feel me? But I feel like I could use a better weapon. Also, if he's gonna be my melee guy, maybe I just give him a shotgun and, like, the fucking spray. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Ooh, perception gloves. Why? Fuck you. Fine, you take this. See if I care. Alright. So, now it's time to run. Go find ourselves our little fellas. Go find ourselves that captain. And climb aboard. Oh, oh, God bless. Okay, I've been needing medikit kits for so long, and I'm thrilled. Ah.
Look no further.
You take one. Take one. Well, actually, who's really our good... Oh, you are much better at Medicaid. How about you take these instead?
My competences are not that universal.
What? Oh, it's just your intelligence that's doing it. He's not actually trained in the skill. He's just better than everyone else in my party, despite that. Ain't that a bitch?
The sooner we start,
The world
So what do we got
will
going on
bow.
here? Oh. Pick a
This
lock.
explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
This is unexciting, but okay. God, I hope there's a means through which you can sell items in this game, because I have a
The world
I have a
trembles
hunch.
beneath my feet.
I have a hunch, if I know my rogue trader, that they use profit factor. But I hope to God there's a way to get rid of some of this clutter, because I will hate this so quick if there isn't. My menu, not the game.
Embrace true power.
Just go down here, I guess.
In order to rid hallucination problem,
Oh. Alert, profane violation of the algorithm.
the machine god grants me insight.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Show them no mercy.
Alright, well... Looks like we got a fight on our hands. Now it's time for me to remember that this is not the melee character. So I can't be playing Big Brave Hero this time around. Yeah, let's have you up here. You do that here. Is there a good place for you, Cassia? Because it looks like there is not a lot of good places for you to hide. Because I probably need you helping them. Alright, here we go. Let's start the battle. Ooh. Who are our big boys? Look at that shotgun blast! A kick in the ass.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Faith without deeds is worthless.
Whoa! That is
I'll
the
do it.
good shit. Damn it. Argenta!
To join my
Oh, they are fucking dead! Jesus! Those turrets are intense!
Anything else?
Oh! Oh, well that shifts things around quite a bit. Hey, boss! Get up!
I'm not interested.
Oh, that's rough.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Let's not be in the firing line of these anymore. How about just a small thought.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Me, if you insist.
Ruin beckons. This is beneath me. One step closer. I will triumph.
Just a minor setback.
What is this foreboding?
It will be done.
Reduce to dust!
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Okay, so Abelard, finish that off so we can like get these two back on their feet
At your
and
beck
not
and call.
have them be, you know, living and suffer. Damn you.
If only that were possible. I'll paint your death in colors.
Let's try this instead. Before we start painting.
Descend upon the weak. What a satisfying
And-
demise.
Dedge. Cool. Oh my god, they're so hurt. Oh, fuck. Okay.
I am at your service.
Is there anything I can do about this?
Let me help.
Integrity factor increased.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, that's a shame. Alright, so they are going to have their ribs be broken for whatever comes next. God, I hope that it isn't too bad. Actually, before I go to cam on that, maybe I should just go back. Corpus Valencius. I see. Oh, that's what this is. That's the upgrade screen for the ship. You're not gonna let me go.
Intriguing.
Alright, I will go to the capital. Oh, this is gonna suck. And press any key to continue. Hey, we made our way here. Now we just gotta figure out what's going on. Give me a moment. I had some dinner that I had forgotten to eat all of before
I tread a
got up
path
here.
unexplored.
Just a bit of rice and fish. Your ladyship! Private Camille Regius, ready to escort you to the command center for your meeting with the governor. I regret to say that the convoy sent to meet you was ambushed and took critical losses in heavy fighting against the rebels. In other words, I'm the only survivor. However, the rebel forces were destroyed as well. We could set out for the command center. The success to failure ratio of combat objectives completion for the world's military speaks to its subpar efficiency. I will advise the local ruler to seek my fraternity's aid in upgrading their soldiers to servitor manifolds. Fuck. Your uniform looks odd on you, soldier, as if it belongs to someone else. Well, first of all, what can you tell me about the insurgency? The ungrateful rabble rose in rebellion against the planet's lawful governor and his lordship Caligos Winterscale, our ruler by the will of the Emperor. They are all heretics, deserving of a most terrible death. Order will be restored, the guilty will be punished. How did you make it out alive if your entire convoy perished? The Emperor protected me! The soldier replies with confidence. I didn't run, your ladyship. If that's what you were thinking. I was by my commander's side until the very end. I shot the last rebel from the gang that attacked us. But alas, the captain succumbed to his wounds, and the others had already died. The Emperor rests their souls. Your mouth is full of mud, soldier. You are hiding something behind beaming hues of faith and loyalty. What is it? The soldier gulps nervously under the stern gaze of Cassia's ruby eyes. Fear, I guess. In times like these, if you give in to weakness, you're done for. But I'm not done for. And I'm not done with life just yet. Adira winces, glances at you, then shakes her head. Your uniform looks odd on you, soldier, as if it belongs to someone else. Apologies, your ladyship. The soldier draws himself up and goes to adjust his gear. It's a new uniform. The guards are in a difficult state right now, so we often get issued whatever's left, and it isn't always the right size. Adira winces, glances at you, then shakes her head. Enough talking, let's go to the command center. Yes, your ladyship. We have to take this avenue. It leads from the starport right to the command center. It's a short walk. Can't walk straight across. I'll show you a safe way around.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Void Sweat Ale. And Hyperdynamo Capacitors. Take them.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Something large and heavy plowed down the entire street. I don't trust this guy, and now he's following behind us.
The world will bow.
Fuck it, let's tech
Operation successful.
and then collect the goods. I don't know what these goods do just yet, but I'm excited to find out.
Intriguing.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Girl.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Argenta, you fucking idiot. You don't have to draw a direct line, just avoid the trap. God, you guys were so good about this in Pathfinder. What the fuck?
The world trembles beneath my feet. I tread a path unexplored.
This man is gonna sell me out. Pamphlets and booklets are strewn around the dormant cogitator, imploring the reader to devote their life to serving the Emperor in the ranks of the Astra Militarum.
Embrace true power.
Good shit. Please follow me. We've arrived at our destination, and now you will die. For Aurora and the final dawn. Yeah, we know.
Your struggles are in vain.
Goddamn
Stand your
moron.
ground!
Ambushed my ass. We knew he was a fucking... We knew that they were a fucking rat the entire time.
On it.
Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of it. Yep, good night. Alright, and...
If I may,
then we'll send that fire starter rebel to hell. And enjoy your turn.
Indeed.
Nighty nights, fucker. Oh, there's a lot more people there than I thought.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binary override.
And I think that's about all we're gonna do right now.
Rejoice in battle!
What the fuck was that?
Doubt is for the weak.
Argenta, for God's sake, what are you doing? Yeah, get knocked the fuck out, you idiot.
purpose guides me. Death shall reign. I will triumph.
Offset some of that broken rib nonsense. All right, Pascal, give him the work.
We should deal with it. At your beck and call.
Brace yourself.
I will do my duty.
Endure. We'll be back for you later.
Want some more?
Was that you? Or anything else?
Nice. Got them full on killed.
I know what needs
Please
to come.
enjoy some extra help, Pascal.
Another painted black.
Alright. That is done. Cassia is now in hiding. Pascal. Time for you to offer some assistance.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
I see. The shotgun is coming back to bite me.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. I can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice. Supremely dead. Ugh.
I reject the very idea. purpose guides me. I will.
Nice. And he's dead, and...
Whispers, guide my
Get a hold.
hand! The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! I better myself through my service.
And there we go. Can't do much with either of you, so... Go have fun.
At your beck and call.
Okay. Target is too far, target is too far. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Sit up. We'll call it there.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Speaking of definitely crossing someone's gaze, there you go.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. My vow is served.
Alright, and run and gun it.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! I'll do it.
Argenta, for God's sake.
I will not stoop to this. One step closer.
There we go. Now we can deprive him of his senses.
Ruin beckons.
Tried and tested tactics are the best.
Deeply an impressive amount of being able to do buffs. I should have done that beforehand. You'll have that.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Alrighty.
No can do.
Yeah, too far away for anything. And...
I'm not accustomed to being
We'll just
ordered.
finish that.
Demands. In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
You could do worse, but not by much.
Let's do that instead.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binary override.
I'm gonna switch your weapon once we're done here.
Nice to catch this one.
Your victory means nothing. Aurora will come for you, and even if she doesn't, no one will escape the final dawn. Updating data catalog. The characteristic tendency of the planetary defense forces on Rykad Minors to run into ambushes is not a consequence of chance of negligence. It can only be explained as some twisted variation of combat tactics. This phenomenon is depressing. Who is Aurora? What is the final dawn? Aurora is the hidden truth. No one is worthy of seeing her face, but those who are loyal to her will stand by her side at the hour of the final dawn and will consume all. They will, but not you. You are an enemy of Aurora, and so you will be vanquished. Finish the wounded man. Death to heretics and traitors. Asterisk. I do not fear death at the hands of filthy dogs, mired in their own lies. Take my soul, Aurora. Just let me run back so I can kill this man. Firestarter Rebel. Oh, it's because you certainly had a hand flamer. Honestly, really glad I took care of you when I had the chance. You would have been awful. Also, I'm so excited to have flamers. Oh, to use a flamer. We are so honored. Stub carbine's looking pretty nice.
The world will bow.
Yeah, I'm thinking instead of the shotgun, we might let you...
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
There we go. Now you have a weapon you can actually use. Will you take this shotgun? I'd also enjoy being a seraphim for a brief amount of time. Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Intriguing.
Goods! Hell yeah.
Let us see what I found.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Just taking a look over here. Doesn't look like I can even get in that door. Nice. Augers. Love it. It seems that this cantina is no more. I opened my eyes to survive.
I tread a path unexplored. You're...
Let's start with you.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Doubt is for the weak. Strike is a prayer.
What, of course.
Alright.
We'll
And then
do.
we'll expose your weakness. Ha ha ha! You have been exposed! stench.
I will endure. From the ashes, I will rise.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
And they are out flat.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I will triumph.
Alright, there we go. I didn't realize it was just right frickin' there. Super nice. Alright. And...
My
Tally-ho!
place is at the fore. An exemplary strike. Someone else can do this. Victory is imminent.
Alright, let's actually go over here. Do a bit of analysis. Expose that weakness. And shoot his ass.
Injuries will not slow me. I'll do it.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Alright, and expose and be gone.
Die!
Emperor, give me strength.
Just kill him. By staring directly into his
If
dumb
you insist,
fucking
Lord
face.
Captain.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust!
Nice. Oh, what's this? Ah, my sight is true. Oh? Disgorgeable rabble should not be capable of bringing down a wild like Reichhead. at Minoris. Is the governor exerting every effort to restore order here? I am not convinced. If the governor is sincere in his faith and service to the Emperor, then I am confident that he is doing everything within his power. Alright, clear the path. Oh. Some goods?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Oh, those are looking nice.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Yeah, let's replace that chainsword. Give you a better little lad to roll around with. Unfortunately, you are not from a fortress world, so you will be forced to go without. But you are an officer, so therefore you shall be given a chainsword, befitting an officer. My sight is true and my mind is clear. I see death. I see the future. All hail Aurora. All hail Aurora. All hail Aurora. Lane! Welcome in. It's good to see you. This is probably one of the two things I know about Warhammer. Chainswords and the Orcish power of belief. Yeah, I am a little sad regarding this game in regards to some of the orc stuff. So let me give you a little bit of some knowledge that about this game or specifically the game that it is based off of. So this game is based off of the TTRPG Rogue Trader. In that game, you can play as a member of a Rogue Trader's crew. And among the things that you can be on a Rogue Trader's crew is various types of Xenos. They gave the rules in their first book, expansion book, to play Orc characters and Kroot characters, neither of which will likely appear in this game. I'm putting the odds at very low. Maybe an Orc, probably not a Kroot. Howdy! You made it to Act 3 of this game, and I'm pleased to inform you, game good. That's good to hear. Also, holy hell, Lane. How are you so far already? It's been only a week. From your vantage point, it does not seem like this lavish mansion has been damaged by explosions. But you cannot enter. Something is blocking the entrance from the inside. Saxman could be. Chainswords. Let me think here. Damn. What a thing for me not to know much about. Chainswords are pretty common in a lot of across a lot of Imperial armies, but specifically they are perhaps most common, as many will know, among the Adeptus Astartes, but many factions will carry them. It is in fact more what you might find more often is that there is a lot of primitive weapons that exist that are just in general parlance and usage. Like, some with, like, monomolecular edges, but most people just, like, will use swords rather than chainswords. Also, there is, if you are not very familiar with Warhammer, you may not be familiar with the fact that there are giant robots with fucking chainswords that are just a faction you can play in this game. They're called the Imperial Knights, and they are
Embrace true power.
very goofy, and I do be loving my Imperial Knights. Also, they are common for many factions in Warhammer. Like, you would not suspect it, but the Eldar have chainswords that they regularly use. A common unit in the tabletop that they have is called a Striking Scorpion, which is like a green-looking, fucking mantis-looking fella. For context, Eldar are space elves, like space elves with cone head helmets. That's what they are. But they use but unlike the Imperium, which uses their gaudy ass chainswords, and they kind of look kind of bulky and kind of like a chainsaw with extra steps. The Striking Scorpions, and specific, like the Eldar, and specifically the Striking Scorpions, do also make use of chainswords, but Eldar technology is much more refined, more elegant. So it's a bit weird that they have chainswords, if I'm being honest, because I can't imagine a more gruesome weapon. Except maybe a bolter. Oh. Sector Coronis. Region Reichhead System. Location streets in the vicinity of Reichhead Minoris Starport. Material report based on oral accounts and picked recordings. Added to the archives of von Valancius by the Order of Seneschal Versarian. On her journey across a world caught in the throes of a heretical insurgence, the Lord Captain accidentally witnessed an unholy rite that transpired in one of the maintenance rooms of an aqueduct. This abandoned nook turned out to be a heretic's gathering place for performing their grim and profane acts. The large group of rebels stood frozen in patient anticipation, all staring into the center of the room. No one moved, only the murmurs of hushed voices echoed against the metal walls. The Lord Captain ran a cursory glance over the room, assessing the situation. I shall not spoil the path to doing this, but boy, it saves time. My soldier MC spec'd to Eldar weapons and equipment, it's stupid busted. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that Eldar weaponry is very good. That seems to hold true on the tabletop and here. Rough. The rebels were unremarkable in appearance. They were dressed in the shabby clothes of abject rabble, spoke in coarse voices, and had repulsive faces. But what caught the Lord Captain's attention was the look of strange, almost sinister anticipation in their eyes. This was no gathering of loud blasphemers or bored idlers. Only occasionally would they exchange brief, unintelligible remarks. As they stood in a frozen circle, their gazes turned towards the hulking structure in the center of the room. Bulky power transformers, cogitators, crates, and voxcasters took up most of the space. Against their bodies, the structures in the center stood out oddly. An enormous lens mounted on a stand. It caught the thin sunbeams that made their way through the slits in the ceiling and crossed the half-lit room. The rogue trader surveyed the peculiar structure with great attention. Lore warp test exceeded. The enormous mounted lens was doubtlessly imbued with the power of the archenemy. Inimical to all that is noble and virtuous in the universe. Anyone caught in the corrupted light it emits will face horrifying consequences. Awareness test succeeded. Although barely visible behind the closed ranks of the insurgents, the rusted barrels with evidently flammable contents had not escaped the Lord Captain's keen eye. One good shot at those barrels would decimate the number of heretics on Rycat minors. The Lord Captain patiently observed what happened next. As if commanded by a grim unseen force, the insurgents fell silent at once and in a single movement parted. A thick, sticky silence filled the room. The heretics' gazes would turn towards a metal structure with a lens on top of it, standing tall in the middle of a circle of melted candles. Piles of books and unholy symbols drawn on the floor. The structure flashed as a single sun ray illuminated it. Welcome in, Lumina! Good to see you! I have like 4 one-handed Drukhari swords that do 34 to 44 damage and poison. They are funky. What the holy hell? That's so much damage. How's it going, Lumina? It's good to see you here. A sound of bare feet broke the sinister silence as a man emerged from the deep shadows. Reeling, he entered the circle and collapsed on his knees. In front of the enormous lens, not a second had passed before many rebel hands gripped the fallen man's shoulders and hair.
Remember, comrade, the last sunray you behold will be your only, shared with no one else, your holy final dawn.
Bellowed a lone heretic's voice amid the silent crowd. By the doing of someone's hands, the lens had turned and its focused ray feasted on the prisoner's eyes. There's a pistol they got out that does similar damage, and it's not even unique. Good God. These are just splinter pistols? All I'm saying is this game is a clear favorite, and it does not mesh with reality. The blind man's harrowing scream shook the very walls of the place. Consumed by the rebels had not yet noticed the stranger in their midst. The captain braced herself, shot the warp lens, destroying its charms, blew up the barrel, sending the heretics' ranks, or charged bravely into battle to crush the enemy. Elite blast pistol. Okay, it being a blast pistol is a lot more recent. A blast pistol is basically like a melt on crack. Now, if it was a splinter pistol, I would have words. The pain is meaningless. Only she can show me the true light.
Are in vain.
Let the blood flow!
Alright, Abelard. Give him the work. Alright, and then we'll hide down here. Idira! Help us out. And Argenta. Jesus Christ, you're behind. Okay. That's more like it. Have Cassie off to the side. And Pascal. I'm pretty good. Sorry, was getting food. No problem. I get that. Gotta make sure you keep up with your biological functions. I really hope you make it to the end of this world tonight. I do not know if I will, but perhaps I might. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing tonight. I'm not going to do, like, the crazy shifts I have been doing on this game, because I can't. I have, yeah, my work week has, my work weeks are not as bad as they have been, but my job is on, like, 9-hour shifts on account of it being a warehouse job around Christmas time, And every company, just for some reason, just wants their goddamn board games. So, so I gotta be up and available for that. But I do intend on at least going until probably 3 hours. So, got a bit more time.
Indeed. Gray hair, sure hair.
Alright,
At your
you gotta
beck and
go.
I took care of this one.
Yep. Good fucking bye. And
Victory is imminent.
I get retail is hell this time of year. Yeah, it's
I will
nice
do
to
my
be on the
duty.
other side of retail, I will say. Hey, though. Like, my job, I never have to interact with customers. It's busy, but it's busy in a way that's manageable. At least for me. I know it can be a lot for other people. But for me, I am quite content with the level of busyness I'm at.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Running binary
Joint
code
analysis. You get to be away from people. Nice. It is very nice. I am mostly just packing boxes because I don't work in like retail. I work in a warehouse. So like it's not true retail. It's like the first step. Like, we have to answer to customers, but in the same way that, like, anyone who works in a job that is part of the economy has to answer to a customer.
The undersized knows all, comprehends all.
Damn. Okay. Nice try. Ow! Get out of here. Argenta, please rid me of this life hack. Be away from the economy. Ah, true. If only. I am not very fond of being a working person, but if I was gonna... I am not very fond of being a working person, but if I was gonna pick a place I was gonna work, this is probably the best. This is probably the best I could ask for. Not gonna lie, I do like my job. It's just also a lot. Never have to answer to any customer, to a customer in any degree. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I can't argue with results.
Rejoice in battle!
When I is in retail only time, I remember Peace was quietly stocking dairy in the comfy cooler in summer. Live in the mountains, become wise sage. You know, I have considered this strategy, but on a different level. I want to become the Amazon River pirate when I retire. I'm gonna get a boat, work on the river, and raid ships. My living situation thankfully allows me to not have to worry about those things. Health stuff won't allow it. I got you. Yeah, the curse is... Yeah, there are bonuses to being healthy as a horse, kind of like I am. but having to work is not one of them. I support your dream, Illith. We can make it a reality together, all of us, if we just believe. Alright, and I'm gonna get you out of cover. God, you fucking idiot. Okay. What do we got here? Cultists, acolytes. Do any of them have fire? It does not appear so.
I won't waste my time on that.
I'm just gonna... To the seas! The rivers first, then the
Purpose guides
seas.
me.
I want to start out with something simple first.
One step closer.
I like to think of riverways as just seas with guardrails, so that if I ever so I can't ever lose track of my way if there's only one way to go. Well, that was
It
a
will
waste.
be done.
Alright. So these thick-ass cultists are gonna be coming in soon, and I'm a little worried about them, but we'll make do. Cool. Welcome aboard, Adira. And...
Anything else?
get a little bit of that.
Will do.
We'll expose. And...
Anything else?
Scream in your brain! We're taking on water! Thank you for the hydration check. Alright. Cassia, you're gonna mount up behind this wall here. And...
If I may.
just disintegrate that man. Oh god, I just wandered right into a reference to another 40k game and I'm now in a panic. Please explain. What? In this chat or just somewhere else?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
All I'll say is I got exactly what I deserve wandering into random-ass space hulks. Oh, I have an idea of what's going on. How deeply unfortunate
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
to be stuck in a space hulk.
Suits me!
Oh, motherfucker.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed.
Okay, do I have enough distance? No! It's too far. Alright.
Computation failed.
Let's see. Can you see him from
My
here?
vow is to serve.
That works.
Running binary override. Vital functions. Terminated.
That's good shit. Ah, yeah. Way to go, Pascal. You wagered and you succeeded. That's a funny philosophy joke.
Time amendment.
Alright, time to go ham. Dumb.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Oh, I'm starting to understand why you don't take the fucking shotgun. This is not what I wanted, but this is good information. Alright, time. Alright. Next time, we are playing the fuck around. It's Seraphim time, motherfucker.
Destiny reshaped.
Did it not work? What the fuck? I'm so confused.
As the Emperor commands, I act. What is Emperor? Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Fuck! I didn't realize it was gonna be flammable.
Purpose guides me.
Alright, well, let's sensory deprive the blue horror. That can't possibly have any, like, terrible
I need no
consequences.
guidance.
I will endure.
Doubtless. Huh. I see she's disturbed. I don't know what happened to disturb her.
What is this foreboding?
Oh, those are hefty fuckers. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I have set you up to die.
But of course.
Abelard, help.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. As duty demands.
Oh dear.
We need your aegis, O Emperor.
Can I fall back now?
Okay, Abelard, go up there and help her right now. Actually, do not go up there. Nope, go up there and help her right now.
It will be done.
Damn it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Request approved.
Doubt is for the weak. I go into the Emperor's light, for I am his chosen.
I don't know what to do.
Purpose guides me. I will triumph.
And that's what I get, though, honestly. With her dying like that, I don't know what else I expected. Go get him, Pascal.
You don't frighten me!
On it.
Enjoy that extra help, you will need it.
I'm not so sure. is not my destiny. I know what is to come.
Let's do this. I bet that'll work.
Why is it?
I mean, it worked, but at what cost?
No can do.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I
Alright,
may,
Abelard, give it a go.
At your back and forth. I will do my one newer target.
And the blue horrors are gone, thank God. And they don't split in this game, good. Oh, fuck. Oh. Nope, they would split. Brimstones.
Explorers know one route forward.
The pink horrors split and blue horrors use this base. Yeah, in tabletop they also have the brimstone horrors, so that is, which are like basically like nurgling style horrors, which I was a little scared about. Okay. Abelard, go play fetch.
Guide my hand!
Follow my lead. Victory is
Get him.
imminent. I took care of this one.
Nice. Okay.
It will
And
be
then
done.
shoot his ass. Fuck. Okay.
I reject the very idea.
Oh, there is someone still back there. Completely forgot about it. I'm gonna just move it out. Well, Adira. Oh, you can't even see it. Now.
Come at
Perfect.
me!
Now you can see him. Give him hell. Expose weakness.
Tis hand!
The veil weakens.
Do not dare ask.
Oh damn, you can just... Hell, you do be making the flamers look a lot less intimidating. Okay. Is that everyone? Good. Well, Argenta, you're gonna have to sleep for a long-ass time now. Your eye is drawn to the peculiar device. At first, you are vexed by worries of some pernicious influence, but the real reason soon becomes apparent. The glass installed in the device shimmers in a unique way, just the same as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Theodore von Valancius's desk. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... Abelard trails off when he notices what you are looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium Saints, it can't be! Idira bites her lip. I see it too. Whatever that thing is in her study was... It was made from the same material as this junk. Wait, what? Abelard is at a loss. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake! Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself! First those minions of the archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora, and now this cannot be tolerated! It will not be tolerated! Come now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Idira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time, it is strangely knowing. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate, until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk, and why she went and to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood. But do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. Oh, thank God Space Hulk escaped. Yes, he has gone on to merely be Land Hulk. Perception test succeeded. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood. An annoying hindrance. There's venom in Idira's voice to poison an entire argument. Argenta recoils, but the next moment, her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the arch-enemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you don't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you. Your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sully her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Idira is right. It is too soon to cast accusations of heresy. Elith, don't be naive. Theodora kept an unsanctioned witch by her side like a pet. Do you really believe she would think twice about crossing the line in other ways? Walk away from the device. More Warp
Predictable.
85. The ritual site is covered in ominous heretical symbols, each of which is unanimously emanating with warp energy. The heretics use the abhorrent powers of this lens to ruin the eyes of the most devoted followers of their cult. That explains the blind ones. They're not, like... It's not a heresy thing. Wait, sorry. I'm getting myself all mixed up. It was a heresy thing, but it's not the same. It's very different. Collect all this stuff here. There were notes, I saw them. Message from the cache on Rykad Minoris. A harbinger reports. Brother Twilight and his people were unsuccessful. A dangerous enemy, Ilith von Valancy, has foiled his plans. The duty is now upon Aurora's followers to succeed where Twilight failed. Yiko. On my biko. Something heresy this way comes.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, let's just have someone go and deal with that.
The
There,
Emperor
Argenta.
favors me today.
You can do the one thing you're useful for right now. Goods! Aurora's sermon. It's coming! It's coming! It's drawing even nearer! Heed the word of Aurora. Abandon all your mundane affairs. Ambition is but dust. Desire is but rust. Upon the metal of the soul, the final dawn is coming, and it will put an end to all worldly vanities. Well, shit. Okay.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
You are going to need a new thing. The shotgun was a mistake. I should have never given it to you. Please take back your bolter. Please take back your bolter. Also, look at her stats right now. Look at how much pain she is in. This woman needs bed rest. She's too dumb. She's too dumb. She's too sickly. She is too weak to function. Oh, I forgot about those. That's a 25er. And this here is the chainmail. Let's give you one of those. Yeah, look at you. You're like a proper cultist now. Wow. Who would have thought? Abelard in his suave cultist garb. Wow. Back pain. Yeah. Poor Argenta and and Pascal got taken out by turrets that I didn't realize would fucking end their lives. And now...
Success is an irrefutable certainty.
And now Argenta is too dumb to function and has broken ribs, and Pascal has broken ribs. And we shut off the steam, but not that one. I don't know what shutting off the steam even does, or if it's even helpful, but I did it. I am so glad that I have narrowly avoided all of the flamer guys, because that sounds like it would suck ass. To the upper way. Yeah. My Argenta finally found a niche with bolt pistol power mace combo. I'll node pistol, kick prone, knock prone, repeat. How is your process of trying to make her turn to the dark side going? You don't have to tell me all the specifics. Just give me a rating on like a 1. Give me a rating on 1 to 100 how it's going. 100 being the best, 1 being the worst. We're at 100%, man. What's taking us so long? We good, boss? Are we gonna make it out? Also, attacks that knock prone are silly. I have literally played soccer with bosses with kick and melee knockdown. That sounds very Xenoblade. I'm very here for it. Okay. Well, now we know that the blind madmen are distinctly
intriguing.
Heresy like Phil. The eastern side. Go to the lower level. Six out of 10 for Argenta, 10 out of 10 for Inquisitor. Wow. Wow, that's intense. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddled together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Some restrained. Some maintain a gloomy silence. Others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then, and at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Come to your senses, Erin! Look what you're doing to our family! A woman of about 60, gray-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms toward him. Take pity on us! Let us go! Fanatical old man. Stop talking and embrace redemption! Our children have gained true sight, while you still believe the lie. Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you, and why are you here? You tell me. Who are you, and what are you doing to these unfortunates? Or... what are you trying to save them from? Who is behind all this? No, you tell me. I'm the chief. My former name, Ariad, is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. It's going very well. Holy shit. I was not expecting the Inquisitor to break that easily. Nor was I expecting Argenta to be any more than a 4. Ariad, spare us! Spare your children! His mind and soul are pierced by shards of a colorful deception. Hues once twisted by despair and the Immaterium's influence can never be the same again. Pascal's vox hisses furiously. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint, and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Abelard's face turns a deep red. To cast your own children into the thrall of heresy. To drown your progeny in this filth with your own hands. What are you trying to save them from, and who is behind all this? At Aurora's behest! Aurora is a great prophet and a great warrior! Their faces shrouded by their but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us. And now, the day has come. A prophet has come to Reichhead Minoris and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming. The final dawn. And only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it. I may have used the oldest trick in the book and gained a quirky twink Inquisitor lover. It worked way better than expected. Okay. Shit. Are all these people your family? All of my adopted and blood children are here. I raised them all as my own, and now I must protect them, help them see. You have been torturing your family in order to save them. You have been blinding them so that they could see the truth. Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. Aurora, whoever that is, has exploited your naivete. Can't you see you are causing nothing but suffering? But all I wanted was to save... The man drops his weapon and covers his face with his hands in desperation. You hear several short sobs. There's no washing the blood from your hands. There's no washing the blood from your hands. But you could at least let us go, Ariad. The ones who you haven't mutilated yet. The old man gestures to the other insurgents, who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? Your family may go, and so may you, but make sure I do not ever see you again. The hostages begin to leave, and soon the group disappears around one of the bends. The old man looks away from them and walks in the opposite direction. His shoulders shake with sobs every now and then. Argenta, bless her soul, does not care as long as she has as heretics to shoot at. She barely bats an eye anymore. Holy shit. That's unexpected. And we saved them! We did it! We saved the children! Except for the ones who already lost their eyes. Oh, why? Okay. Exposure. And common talent. Bee! Welcome in, bees! Good to see you! How was... How was Metal Gear? Did you have fun? Welcome aboard, everyone. For those who do not know, I am Illith Id, Illith Sailing, as my title goes. I am a trash monster set out upon the seas to clean the oceans and and find adventure. If you need to do any post-raid stuff, that's totally fine. I totally understand, but I appreciate you coming in all the same and sending your community my way. Was Giga fun? Hell yeah. Was good. Yeah. I've never played any of the Metal Gear games, if you can believe it. So, like, I'm deeply curious. I gotta eat something and then veg. No problem, Beewee. It's wonderful to see you, and it's wonderful to have you and everyone in chat here. It's my first time playing too. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I wonder if you have... Perils of the Warp increases momentum by 4. After triggering psychic phenomena or Perils of the Warp. Alright, have fun. You too, B. Thank you so much for coming in. Enjoy your dinner and have a great rest of your night. They range of 2 cells or more have their range increased by perception. Backdraft. Burning blood. All enemies adjacent to the Psyker suffer psi rating direct damage. Every time an enemy suffers damage from the Psyker, that enemy's armor is reduced by -3. All damage over time effects applied by the Psyker gain a... That's actually really cool to know. That has interesting consequences. Let's see here. Do you have Aftershock? I think I'm gonna take Aftershock and then get Sparks of the Greater Flame later. because that has the potential to be very spicy. And as for me, the range of the officer's abilities is increased by 3, and the range of voice of command is increased by 6. Targets an ally with an action. That ally's resolve is increased by 1 until the end of the officer's next turn. What is it? Alright, and let's see here. Whenever the officer targets an ally with an action, that ally's resolve is increased by 1 until the end of the officer's next turn. This effect stacks and is prolonged until the end of the officer's next turn. Each time it stacks, cannot prolong past the officer's next turn. Uses an ability on an ally. That ally gains a bonus to their perception and ballistic skill equal to your fellowship bonus. These bonuses stack, but half of the stacks are lost at the end of the target's turn. It's cool, but I don't know if I want it. Stream keeps going in and out for you? Oh. Oh, that explains that. I was wondering why it just dropped out of, like... Somehow my viewer count just dropped out of the fucking sky, and I was like, that's so weird. Why is that happening? Is it getting any better? Or is it just being really, or is it still just being really weird all around? Because that is concerning if it's just still being a pain. Please let me know if there are... Good God, my bitrate is all over the place. Okay. Okay. I think it's evened out now, but if there are any more issues, just let me know. I know in the past I have been having some issues with my internets. And like, it seems like it is getting better. But, scuff happens, and I apologize for that. Beginning of combat, the officer gains an extra turn. During this turn, they can only use officer archetype abilities. Big lame. Okay. Warp features. It was being weird for a while. Yeah, I saw that. It was so strange, because, like, after that raid had come in, there was, like, a moment where I noticed, like, oh, look at that. But it seems fine. But it seems fine for right now. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's improved. But yeah, I don't know what that was about. I'm gonna have to look more into that. Obscured threat is a potential thing that I should take. Weak hearts. Enemies currently inflicted with blinded, immobilized, or prone effects by the Psyker suffer plus 10% more damage. Probably worth doing. I'm gonna check my archetype again. The commanding voice and like stuff like that, and maybe like focus are considerations, but I think I'm gonna do that for now. And then we will choose Persuasion. Alright. Choose your skill, Abelard. It's probably gonna be, honestly, Medicaid. Take me a look around here. You've got thick skin. Your agility is not all that. They gain +1 stack on Epicenter of Slaughter until the end of combat. At the start of their turn, the warrior gains +1 wound, temporary wound. Enrage is not that good for you either. Living Shield. Enemies suffer -10 penalty to their hit chance with ranged weapons against the warrior for every enemy in a 1 cell radius around them. When the warrior takes damage, they gain +5 × 2 agility bonus. Dodge. Stacks up to 3 times and resets after a successful dodge. When the warrior uses a single shot attack or a melee weapon against a target, the warrior gains let's go with that. That sounds good. Argenta. Dash does not end the soldier's movement for the turn. Enemies adjacent to the starting. Cover efficiency. Reloading costs less. Rack and ruin. Whenever the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1 until the end of combat. Enemies damaged by the soldier's area of attack suffer a good amount of damage from the next attack that hits them. Well, at full wounds, let's give that a go. And you can have more awareness. Not that it'll matter to you right now. You're kind of in hell. That weapon skill and will deal plus fellowship more damage on attacks of opportunity until the start of their. It's cool. It's not that great. I do think you should probably take that. Gonna take an extra rank in awareness, and next we shall move over here. Attacks an enemy that is at full wounds. The attack deals plus 10 plus perception bonus, more damage, percent damage to the opponent. Exposed weakness also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower for 1 round. While the operative's perception bonus is 10 or higher, they gain plus 1 AP. Can't do anything with that. If an enemy affected by an exploit within 5 cells from the operative attacks the operative or their ally, the enemy suffers plus 1 additional. Inflicts an operative on enemies which are out of the operative's line of sight at the start of the turn. I think weak body, weak soul. And then Forge World characters gain a stacking plus 10. You already have Pinnacle of Weaponry, so why don't we do that? I don't feel good about that. Can attack with the second weapon in their current weapon set, in addition to the usual 1 attack per round. This attack suffers a minus 20 penalty. Sure. Okay.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Let's disarm that trap.
Duty prevails.
What a lot we got going on here. Command center is right up here. And that's where we're supposed to head, right? Yep, that's where we're supposed to go. X marks the spot. Oh. Welcome to Reichhead Minoris Command Center.
The world will bow.
Alright. The tall, dark-skinned man turns toward you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Raikadi Medina of Koros, Governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. Governor Medina looks upon Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow. Versarian? Abelard nods dryly. Governor Medina. My greetings. The governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Cassia. Lady Navigator, what an honor! I never thought that House Orcelio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. House Orcelio is... Cassia purses her lips, and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Orcelio is grateful for the support that you have provided Iraq 5 these many years. I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find an escort you? I promise you, their punishment will be swift and severe. How sick a politician to bully. What a curious exchange of pleasantries. There's some kind of discord between you and Abelard. The convoy was ambushed and murdered. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me. That is an outrage. I will have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your ladyship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there's a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valencia. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now a rogue traitor? I should be the one asking that question. Our ship was attacked by heretics. They killed Lady Theodora. The governor frowns, and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue traitor? Von Valancius? Slain? Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your ladyship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. Oh, I need fresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on the ship, and I need material compensation. Of course, your ladyship. You will be compensated for any loss, and I'll see to it personally that your ship holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly, Excellent, your ladyship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. Are you so confident that we will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Is there anything else I can do on this planet or in this system while I wait for the end of the revolt? I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defend the starport. My kinsman, Conrad Oitfer von Valancius has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. If he is hiding in the system, I want him handed over to me. Henrix von Calix, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know where he is? The governor lowers his voice. I do. Master von Calix has left for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. Unfortunately, right now you won't be able to leave the capital and set out to look for him. The rebels have got hold of the ancient weaponry and made flying over the city impossible. You're getting sushi? Hell yeah! Get that sush. Now is the time. My kinsman Conrad von Voigtfer has betrayed our dynasty. Voigtfer is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy eye on it too. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, we have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logis Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanicus reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Kunrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Is there anything I can do on this planet or in this system while I await for the end of the revolt? Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My impression has been the exact opposite. Is that so? I'd like to hear your reasoning. The insurgency is headed by a certain Aurora, a prophet who, according to their followers, possesses mystical powers. The rebels' usual superstition. I'm sure this Aurora is a charlatan muttering in some doggerel, which their dim followers think to be magic spells. Thank you for the follow, Sophia Fox. Hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you doing tonight? This does, of course, warrant their eventual burning in the furnaces of penance, but it does not point to there being anything special about this insurgency. Someone new for Sophia to bully. Oh my. Oh my, another bully. Oh no, please, do not bully me. Whatever will I do? Yeah, I think I've seen you around before. I think I was watching a Minra stream and you were on there. Yeah, I think that's where I've seen you before. It's good to see you here. Thank you so much for the follow. On Blue Sky too, yeah. The insurgents are using the archenemy's artifacts, enhanced lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about these lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. Scores of crazed people with scorched eyes are stalking the city. The insurgents are maiming their own? Good! The insurgents talk of a final dawn, the impending demise of the world. Yet another superstition. Surely you don't expect me to believe in it. You ought to leave your bunker more often, Governor Medina. I have only recently arrived in the system, and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. Governor Medina hesitates before answering, his face slowly turning purple with anger. Your ladyship, he grits out through his teeth. I know who you are. I have heard of your exploits, and I will not allow a stranger, let alone another rogue trader, to speak to me in such a manner, and make demands of a subject of Lordship Caligo's Winterscale. He takes a breath and continues in a calmer tone. The matter is closed. Let us speak no more. Is there anything else I could do on this planet or in this system while I wait for the end of the revolt? If you'd like a distraction, a smaller and safer uprising to suppress at your leisure, there is a planetoid in my system called Rykad Philia. It hosts a prison colony whose inmates rebelled at the same time as the heretics on the planet. It's an all-around preposterous situation. It should have only taken us a couple of orbital shots to take care of them, but... The governor slightly purses his lips. Yvain Winterscale went there. He is a relative of my suzerain, the great rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The master of this system, and a dozen others. I imagine the Lord Winterscale is very eager to prove himself to his distinguished kinsman. I see no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planetoid. The prisoners' numbers are few, and they have little in the way of weapons. It's more of a sport for noble lords and ladies than a real rebellion. Yvain. Abelard mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way.
Yvain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Urak V on behalf of his father, the Great Regent. Would never have granted entry to someone dishonorable. Which means, no matter what happened on the planetoid, we must aid the Highborn.
That is all I wish to discuss. Did I forget to destroy the aircraft batteries?
The world
Was I not supposed to come here?
My feet.
Ah, hell. That's a shame. Um... If the ancient anti-aircraft battery captured by the rebels were to be destroyed, the Lord Captain would be able to reach the command center on a shuttle, bypassing the dangers lying in wait on the city streets. Well, too late.
Embrace true power.
Anyway, there's supposedly a battery here that I can do something with. On the eastern side, perhaps?
absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Well, I hope this works. Alright. Argenta, you are in hell. Holy shit.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Alright, give him hell. Poor Argenta's seen better days. Argenta is living in pain, and I don't think that's going to stop.
I'll do it.
How do I know for certain?
I am a
I'm probably not
navigator,
gonna let her.
not a servitor. I prefer painted black. That is foolishness.
Also, wow, Plot has finally decided to hit a tidal wave on my end. Oh, man. Fuck. I hope your playthrough's going well. I offhandedly started a playthrough separately from this, because I feel like I'm roped in now. I want to at least do this for, like, a substantial amount of time before I, like, stop playing it on stream. But also I want to experience the game at a pace that I would prefer. Although, theoretically, I could just start playing on my own. Or playing this save on my own as I like, but I'm not feeling that, if I'm being honest.
Spiritual prognosis is favorable.
Whoa! Look at him go! Oh, he just blew the fuck up. Oh my god, how awful. My only real complaint so far is a spoiler, but I'll explain once you reach it. Yeah, I got you.
And even then, it isn't significant, just really funny. That's good at least. We love a good funny yoke in our ham war.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Whoa. And that's some good damage.
Indeed.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
And kilt. There are a lot of bodies in this combat.
Guided by faith, nothing escapes my sight.
Argenta.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Please shoot, Argenta. What the fuck? You good? I think I'm gonna have to go back and load again. That's my first major glitch! It's a true LCAT experience now! Yay! With that though, I actually think it is probably gonna be time for me to wrap up for the night. So, I'm gonna save here. Unfortunately, we were not able to get through everything I was hoping, but we got a good chunk of the way, and next we're gonna try to go and lay the smack down on a big ass airbase area. Yeah. On the lay some smackdown on the anti-aircraft gun. So, I'm gonna probably see who we can raid here real quick. Oh, I know exactly who we're gonna raid. Alright, so if you have access to them, this will be our raid message. We're gonna be raiding out to my model mama, Hedgewitch Wren. All right. And with that, I'm going to raid over. There we go. And with that, we're going to be heading on out for the evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. It's been a wonderful time, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your night. Goodbye!